everybody, so today I have a pretty simple video, or simple in concept at least, but it may get a little bit long, but basically what I'm going to be doing is talking to you about my skincare tips and tips on how to get nice, smooth, acne-free skin. And yeah, I've planned to do this video for a very long time, like months actually, and I've just not filmed it, so I'm finally getting around to filming it today. And yes, my camera is deceiving, and this is gonna sound weird, but it never shows my skin exactly how my skin looks. Now, sometimes it completely smooths over everything, like probably right now. You can't really see from back here that I do have some discoloration or like pigmentation, something like that, and other times I don't even have like a zit or a bump, but it may be a little bit discolored, but it looks like humongous and disgusting, so it either magnetizes it or minimizes it. It's one of the extremes. And I'm gonna go ahead and say sorry that I'm like wearing a jacket and it's like super casual, but it was a little bit chilly outside, and I already wore this shirt in videos because I filmed yesterday in it as well, so whatever. I like it though. I like wearing like really bright things like this when I film. So yes, now that I've taken nearly 2 minutes to do an intro, I'm going to get on with the video. So I've shown you guys my skincare routine. Nothing has changed. I will link that in the description box down below if you would like to see. But I brought all my products with me so that I can show you examples of the things that I'm going to be talking about. So first of all, the most important thing is to know your skin type. So okay, I just realized that I'm sitting with ballet flats on. That's really random, but that was bothering me. So yeah, know your skin type. Know if you're combination, and if you're combination, where you're oily and where you're dry. If you're dry, know where your driest is. If you're oily, then know where you get the most oily. And by knowing what skin type you have, you can cater your skincare routine to that skin type. So I have combination to oily skin, so I use a lot of acne products, even though I don't suffer a lot with acne, because it also cuts down on oil. But since I do have my dry spots, I do have to moisturize again. So if you're going to be dealing with drier skin, you have to consider using a heavier moisturizer or an exfoliator. And if you have really oily skin, then you need to work on lightweight products that aren't going to like create a lot of layers on your skin, and also really stripping away the oil and exfoliating, that kind of stuff. So that would be number one, is knowing your skin type so that you know what kind of products to use. And also, going along with knowing your skin type, know what you're kind of aiming to do with your skincare. If you have completely amazing skin, then all you might need is a gentle face wash and a morning and or like day and night moisturizer, and maybe an eye cream. But if you're dealing with severe acne, you may need more products, more creams, things like that. So yeah, that's definitely important. So those kind of go into number one. Number two is to be very strict and have a schedule. And I am very disciplined with pretty much everything. But skincare is something that I take very seriously, because I get, this sounds so overdramatic, but I get a little bit depressed when I have a really bad spot, or I get, you know, a few acne spots, because my skin is very clear for the most part. So when I get a spot or two, it's very noticeable, and it's a very drastic change from me having pretty clear skin. So by me sticking on a schedule, it minimizes those problems. And I find that one of the number one problems for people is that they don't stick to a routine. They change products up, and when you change products up, like, okay, I have my huge skincare routine. This is probably about half of it. Say I change up my daytime moisturizer. Actually, this is my nighttime one. Say I change up my nighttime moisturizer, but I'm using, you know, a different cleanser and a different cream at the same time, if I'm having a reaction to the moisturizer, you would never know if you switch up all of the products. So if you're going to be switching products, do it one at a time and make sure that they're similar enough where that you are less likely to have a reaction. And that's kind of like what I do. I have the CVS brand acne treatments right now, but every once in a while I will switch from this to the Clean and Clear, and they are slightly different, pretty much the exact same thing, same ingredients, all that, but they're slightly different, so my skin just responds to it better. So switching like that, I mean, this is just like the store brand, kind of the knockoff of the Clean and Clear, that works, but it's not like I'm going to go from using a scrub with salicylic acid, which is this, the Beautyy Pore Unclogging Scrub, to one that doesn't have one and not using an exfoliator at all. So make sure you stay with the routine. Don't go to sleep with makeup on, and don't go to sleep just after taking off your makeup with a makeup wipe or whatever, especially if you have acne prone skin. Make sure to actually clean your face and further moisturize it, because just washing your face, yeah, it's fantastic, but unless you moisturize and properly put back things into your skin that it needs, you're not going to see the results. So it's kind of like with hair. The less you moisturize it, the more it's going to overcompensate and produce more oil. And then, but then again, you know, if you apply too thick of a moisturizer, it's going to do the same thing. But over time, I feel like you can kind of gradually go off of it. Like, I use a moisturizer at night with salicylic acid. This is actually the Walmart brand. It's really great. It's nice and lightweight, but it definitely moisturizes. But I found that recently, since I've been using a moisturizer and I do have more oily combination skin, I have been less needy, or less, needy for this. I don't have to use it as much because my skin naturally feels kind of perfectly moisturized after the day, or after I've washed my face for the nighttime. So yes, so that would be step number 2, or tip number 2, would to be have a schedule and don't veer away from it. Now, you don't have to be super concerned with the schedule if your skin isn't that bad, but I feel like the worse that your skin is, the more you should pay attention to sticking with an exact schedule. Now for me, sometimes I'll wash my face with a cleanser. Usually in the morning I use the Clear Pore Cleanser and Mask by Neutrogena, and I'm showing you the empty products so they don't like spill or whatever, but sometimes I'll do both steps in the morning. Most of the times I'll just rinse my face with water. You know, those kind of little changes are fine, but you don't want to all of a sudden not wash your face after wearing makeup or go to sleep with makeup on. That is terrible, terrible, terrible for both your skin and your eyes if you're a contact wearer like myself. So that is step number 2. And step number 3 is to know what your skin reacts best to and use products that are aimed towards what you need. So that goes along with step number 1. So for me, I use acne products besides my moisturizers. And so for morning, like I said, I'll kind of just rinse my face. Sometimes use a cleanser, but what I found is that benzoyl peroxide and both salicylic acid work fantastic on my skin, especially benzoyl peroxide. But I use the salicylic acid in conjunction with it because I feel like it's gentle enough to combine, and it still, you know, has the benefits. So I use a scrub with salicylic acid for acne treatment, and also the benzoyl peroxide face wash. And you could definitely leave it at this if you don't have extreme problems, but I'm just very paranoid and want to do as much as possible to prevent acne. So I also have 2 acne treatments, one with benzoyl peroxide, one with salicylic acid. A pretty strong strength, actually. It's 10% benzoyl peroxide. These are both the CVS brand, like I said, and I just apply a little bit of this all over my face instead of just spot treating. And I actually saw Kalel Cullen. I have no idea what her username is now, but a long time ago I saw her talk about her skincare routine and how she actually put it all over her face. And I do the exact same thing because I want to prevent acne, and I think that is kind of a fourth step, like prevent, don't treat. So yeah, you know, the more you can prevent your skin from breaking out, the better it will be. And then I also use, actually I lied about that, my nighttime moisturizer has salicylic acid in it as well. And I also use a toner. Toners are great if you have more acne prone skin. This is a Proactive one. It's the only Proactive product that I use. I get it off of eBay, and this has glycolic acid, I believe. Yeah, glycolic acid, which is really nice, really takes away the oil. And then also, I guess step number 5 would be to use an eye cream and make sure that your skin is moisturized. And kind of going along with moisture and making your skin nice and smooth and stuff is that you need to make sure to exfoliate. And I know that sometimes it seems a little bit scary, especially for people who have drier skin, to exfoliate because you may think that it is just going to kind of make it worse, but actually if you can really scrub away the dead skin and the dry skin, the nice, plump, sounds weird, but more moisturized skin will be underneath. And then if you properly moisturize it, it will prevent the dryness from coming back. So yes, those are my tips. I feel like I talked for an hour there, but I feel like I got a lot of good information in for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you have any skincare products that you like to use, then tell me down below. I would love to know if you have any other tips or whatever. Oh, Lena has come to say hello. Who is that? Oh, Lena. Lindsay. Whatever. Here, Lena, you want to say hi? Yeah, she's not too happy. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.